Okay, all right, guys. I'm here with another Men of War video, which I recently recorded. This here is Japanese versus the United Kingdom, and I'm playing on Road, which is a 3 vs 3 map. Now, this map is extremely focused on like tank-to-tank battle. As you can see, there's really not a whole lot of cover where you can flank. It's a really like straight-on kind of like face-to-face battle, and that's the Japanese. Unfortunately, are not very good at that. They have very poor armor, and they really have to rely on guerrilla tactics. However, there's an interesting turnout in this game, and you'll see. Now, I don't know if this is a bug intended by the game designers, but in no artillery mode, Japan still gets artillery. Like, they still get 200mm rocket launchers and mortars, regardless of the setting, which is stupid, but I really don't know. Anyway, as you can see here, I sent infantry to the middle to secure the flag and a few of the sides, and I got infantry on the point right now. They appear to have a Cromwell, and my ally is moving up a Kamikaze to destroy him. There's some infantry on the middle flank there trying to attack. My ally's Chi, he is opening up with 47mm. I noticed that, yes, my ally is a Kamikaze. He's about to blow up his Matilda, but right at the last second, a 50 caliber bullet just slices him in half, out of nowhere. I got pissed over that because look at how close he was. Like, honestly, that was just annoying when I saw that. But anyway, I got another infantry squad because the rest of my infantry are dying. This guy's pulling up a Sherman in addition to his Matilda, and I tried to notify my ally. He attempts to retreat, but the Sherman manages to get a shot off, which blows up my ally's Chi. At this point, I get an anti-tank gun, and my ally happens to get a Kamikaze in, which blows up the enemy's Matilda, like totally destroys it. His Sherman seems to be okay, at least I think, though. I didn't really notice what happened yet. Oh yeah, he moved it over to the right flank. So I send over my anti-tank gun to the right flank in an attempt to destroy it, basically. My ally, I think on the left, J-Bob, is just getting more and more Kamikazes, and I don't even know what the third guy is doing. That 50 caliber is just kind of slicing up my infantry, so I just want to get my AT gun over there as soon as I can. My ally over here is bringing over another Kamikaze, but I don't think it works, if I remember correctly. I watch it for a little bit here. I'm like, oh, is he going to do anything? But no, it appears that he doesn't. So my AT gun is still moving. My ally got some rocket launcher. I can see the Kamikazes moving, but then I see the enemy has an infantry squad moving up, but that will easily take out the Kamikaze. So I don't think that it did its job, sadly. So again, I'm moving over my AT gun because I realized, oh no, he's moving the Sherman over there now. And then, okay, well, he like really doesn't really work too well. And he's just like, the AT gun is just dumb and can't really move all over the place. And then if I remember, yeah, and then the Kamikaze tries to blow up, but he fails and doesn't destroy the tank, which kind of sucks. But I finally moved my AT gun into position here, finally got him through the stupid bushes, and they got two Shermans coming up, one through the middle and one on the right. Deploy my anti-tank gun. I notify my ally that there's guys incoming. They realize that there's infantry on the point now, so I realize I probably need to reinforce the point with more infantry at this point. And so I buy another 75mm to cover the right flank because there's a tank there as well. So I load HE into this AT gun, deploy sandbags. I see 3 submachine guns moving up, so I fire HE onto the point. I kill a few infantry, I think, here, but the 75mm just doesn't have enough firepower. It's too high velocity to be truly effective against enemy infantry, sadly. So I'm just kind of miffed here because they just recaptured all of the effort that I put into the point, and now I have to send over some more infantry. My ally on the left is just sending over considerably more infantry, and on the left flank, more Kamikazes and whatnot, and my other ally, I think, is saving up for a tank, a heavier tank. So at this point, I'm also kind of sad because the right flank is totally open, and I have to basically defend 2 flanks at once. There's an incoming enemy Sherman, and I realize this quick thinking here, so I tell my anti-tank gun in the middle there to engage the enemy tank. Also to tell this guy to engage the enemy tank gun too. He fires, crushes the enemy's hull, which worked out quite nicely because a crushed hull is basically a destroyed vehicle, and it's not of much use anymore. I see there's a Jeep coming up on the middle there, and I realize that that might be a problem, so I tell that anti-tank gun to face the front, and I try to tell my infantry to throw a frag or an AT, but he gets mowed down, and then I think I tell the other guy to throw a frag because I realize that they won't be able to throw an AT that far. I don't know how much effect that grenade has, but actually, if I remember correctly, it kills all the crew. Yeah, all the crew of the vehicle die, basically, which leaves the Jeep unmanned, which is good because I don't want him munching up my infantry. And then the riflemen then move up to the middle, and then in an attempt to on the right there, in an attempt to kill a few enemies. But I would take heavy hits from the enemies with automatic weapons, and they throw a grenade in there. So I could tell my infantry to run back, tell them to go prone, and just kind of monitor the area. If I remember correctly, he throws another grenade, which I think that has some devastating effects. But tell my anti-tank to engage the enemy Sherman. My ally has a Cheeto, which is a medium Japanese tank, which has a gun about equivalent to the Panther, which is pretty devastating. It's got 75 millimeters of sloped armor, so it's a pretty good tank, definitely better than the Sherman. And we're both opening up. He destroys the main gun and the turret of it, and my anti-tank just continues to pepper away. I try to attempt to move up some of my riflemen because I don't realize at this point that they've recrewed the enemy's Jeep, and there's a bunch of infantry running around there. So I tell them to shoot the guy off the Jeep. They do it, and then I tell them to shoot a bunch of the other enemy infantry. He seems to march up some tank crew to attempt to retake his Jeep, but I tell him I got to throw a frag at the Jeep, and my riflemen continue to fire. They kill a tank crew, the other guys are on the ground, the grenade blows up with minimal effect, and then the other tank crew dies. So then I'm trying to re-secure the right flank with those two infantry there. The flag is at 30% right now, so I send over some more infantry to secure the position that I already have, because I really do not want to lose the points that I've gained so far. And my ally is bringing over some assault infantry, which are good. They're having what they need. And I realize there's a Firefly on the right flank. Now that's very dangerous because the Firefly's gun can pretty much cut through any Japanese tank's armor in the game, and because of its 17-pounder gun, it can destroy my ally's Cheeto with minimal breeze. Now I have no idea why he's bringing over his Cheeto to try and deal with the Firefly, because he'll just get owned. So I'm like, oh god, this cannot end well. My infantry are on the point there. It appears that they have 30% capture now, so I'm attempting to decap it. And most of the guys on the point there die. And my ally's Cheeto loses its main gun from a lucky hit. I try to send over an infantry armed with a Molotov to try and take it out, but he takes a whole bunch of coaxial machine gun hits, and then the Firefly backs off farther away from where my infantry can to take it out, which kind of sucks. So then my ally's Cheeto, I don't think he's repaired the gun yet at this point, and I'm trying to wonder about what to do next. My ally on the right there is some SMG infantry, and the Firefly is again moving up a hill. This is bad because the Cheeto cannot destroy it, and I don't have any anti-tank guns in position which can, so if he decides to shoot the Cheeto, I'm fine. I think I try to send over another infantry here to maybe chuck a bomb on it, but I realize, oh, this is futile. Then I see a Dodge WC-55, which is probably one of the coolest units in the game. It has a Vickers machine gun and a 37mm gun mounted on a Jeep. It's like a battle bus for if you ever played Command & Conquer General Zero Hour. It's like got a whole shitload of weapons on it. So I fire the 75mm from HE, which kills the crew of the vehicle. In retrospect, I probably should have recrewed that, but I never do, at least until it blows up. So my ally loses his Cheeto to the Firefly like I knew he would. And then I'm like, oh crap, how am I going to destroy that? Because, I mean, I think if I remember, I attempt to make my AT gun shoot at it, but the angle is not good enough, and he can't. And also, there's a Churchill at the middle flag, which is bad because the Churchill's armors can easily tank anything the Japs have, and the 6-pounder on it can easily present a problem to my forces. So I buy what I can. The most annoying thing in the Japanese arsenal, the 200mm rocket launcher. Since no one else in the game can get artillery, since this is a no-artillery game, but the Japanese still do because, well, I guess that's just their advantage, the 200mm is incredibly annoying. It has devastating firepower to kill whole squads of enemy infantry and basically a single rocket. If you've ever watched my other videos, you will know. My ally there on the right is some kamikazes of blowing up the enemy's tank, and then actually he kills his own tank with the Firefly in there because my ally sent up some kamikazes. I deploy my 200mm and start firing rockets at the enemy's Firefly. It really doesn't do much, but a near hit can just kill the enemy's tank and can destroy the enemy's track, and if I get a direct pulse hit, I can actually blow up the whole tank with it. And then if I remember correctly, J-Bob, my ally, kamikazes the enemy Firefly, which I was like, oh, that was very neat, and it's totally destroyed. So my ally is really good with his guerrilla tactics, which is what we need. I attempt to shoot at the enemy Churchill because my rocket launcher is taking fire. I know it's a slim chance. I'll need a direct hit to destroy a heavily armored tank like the Churchill, but I'm like, oh, maybe I can detrack it and cause some problems. So the rocket lands, has minimal effect. My infantry in the middle are starting to take heavy losses, and now he's a Jeep over there, and that Jeep will present a huge trouble for me at the rest of the game until I blow it up in my next video. Oh yeah, you should watch my next video because this is a 2-part video, and I don't know, on Machinima there's really no category to upload Men of War vids, so I just uploaded under Company of Heroes. I don't really know if that's a good idea or if that's work, but that's if that works, but that's what I'm going to do from now on. So I attempt to blow up the enemy's Jeep with my AT gun, HE rounds I think, but misses, and then my AT gun gets destroyed by the Churchill. Oh, that really pissed me off. Anyway, this video is about 15 seconds left. I try to fire my rocket at the enemy's, I think at this point I fired at the enemy's Jeep because I get sick of that stupid thing. Or actually no, I fired it at the Churchill. But eventually I blow up the Jeep. And anyways, the Churchill's getting close, and I attempt to throw a Molotov, but will he blow up the Jeep with the Molotov? We'll see in the next video.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter. There you'll find the latest updates from our premier directors and the Machinima Respawn team.